Well, reMarkable users, today we're going to uncover the new release Paper Pro. This is the third generation product by reMarkable. In a previous video that we'll link up here, we talked about some of our thoughts and ideas of what the reMarkable 3 would look like, some of the things that we needed to see to really enhance this hardware. And we have some of that, and we're going to talk about that. But they changed an entire name. We still have the reMarkable 2 as a premier device that you can get, but now we have the flagship Paper Pro that has a lot of new features and a new design that really helps enhance our productivity. And today we're going to talk about what it means for those in digital planning and how you can use this hardware in your everyday life. So let's back up a little bit and think about the reMarkable and what it means for those that are looking for a device to help them be more productive. When the reMarkable first came out, the whole intentions of this device was to give you a paper-like tablet feel that you could use to take notes digitally and not have all the distractions. Devices like the iPad and the Samsung Tab allow you to download applications so you can browse your email, search the web, or even connect to your social media accounts. And from time to time, those apps generate notifications, which can be a big distraction when we're in a frame of mind that we're really starting to think and move forward with our thoughts and ideas. The big benefit of paper planning is for you to be able to draw out and illustrate the things you want to accomplish. Have focus on those thoughts and ideas. And with a digital-like device, now you have the ability to take that to the next level and see those notes progress not only on paper, but on a device that you can search across different applications and devices in the reMarkable ecosystem. For those of you that have been longtime users of paper planners, you know the benefits of paper planning. It is a space that you can enter in all your thoughts and ideas, you can take notes, and you can have clarity on what your focus is each and every day. But the disadvantage is you really can't take those notes with you much further than the binder that you have in front of you. With a tablet-like device, reMarkable Paper Pro, you now can have not only the notes you took today and yesterday, but notes from years ago, and you can carry those years forward. We developed a paper planner-like application that you can import into your device as simple as a PDF upload. This paper-like planner, the Key2Success Planner, is going to give you the ability to have that paper-like feeling, but now as a digital planner. And when reMarkable 2 made the update for using hyperlinks, we were able to take that to the next level. You can navigate throughout the system by clicking on various hyperlinks in the planner. It gives you the ability to access within 2 clicks any single daily page. We've been able to bring this planner for you in portrait as well as landscape, and it's available in Sunday and Monday start. So whatever means of what it is that you use for paper planning and your scheduling, you now have the ability to do that. And with the redefined size of the Paper Pro, we have a larger display that we can utilize. This is really beneficial for those that love the landscape planner, but for those that want bigger access to the portrait planner, this gives you a lot more room to work with as far as a screen size go. And this sounds all great and wonderful, right? But what about those of you that utilize Google Calendar or iCal on a daily basis and rely on those notifications? Well, I can tell you first and foremost, when it comes to electronic scheduling, those electronic notifications can be interrupting to our life, but more importantly, they don't give us the space and the place for us to actually plan out. I might have a meeting today at 2 o'clock, but what does that meeting entail? What notes am I going to take? What action steps am I going to make? And what questions do I need to have answered? With a paper planner using reMarkable Paper Pro, you can not only have that schedule in your planner, but now you have the ability to ask yourselves, what is it that I intend to get from this meeting? What is my role in that meeting? And what that's going to do for you is going to give you a satisfaction at the end of that meeting that you felt that you've accomplished what you set out to do. And it just wasn't a time block in your schedule. Now, many of us rely on those notifications, and we have all those third-party apps that are constantly importing into our planner, if it be through Outlook, Google Calendar, or iCal. And for a lot of us, we'd still have to depend on that. Well, I'm going to tell you something I've learned first and foremost that's been really helpful in my quest to be able to break away from having a primary paper-like planner and a secondary electronic scheduler. And that's been introducing AI into my life. I can go ahead and I can write down and schedule that I have a coffee appointment on January 1st with Tom, and I can write that out here. But I want to get that into my calendar. Well, I have tons of tech in front of me, and a lot of times I'm using that to the best of my abilities. But check this out, what AI can do for us. Hey Siri, Can you go ahead on January 1st, add an appointment with Tom for coffee at 8 a.m. for 1 hour?
Coffee with Tom is scheduled for 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on 1st of January. It's on your Bodhi work calendar.
That little step, being able to utilize another tool in AI and bring that into sequence, gives me the ability to have a primary focus on my digital life through paper planning and still have the secondary calendar in front of me that's going to give me the confidence to have that notification, but also reserve that time so others cannot interrupt my scheduled plans through those third-party apps. And that is huge, and it only takes a second to do so, and you don't have to leave your reMarkable tablet to do it or introduce another component in your ecosystem. Most of us are always carrying our phone right next to us, and this can be accomplished across not only the iPhone, but many Android devices as well. But let's talk about secondary and primary calendars and why they're important. For me, I use my primary calendar each and every day on my reMarkable device to be able to organize and plan out the things that matter most to me. What is the things I'm going to focus on? What is the daily key 3? And then I take a minute to synchronize my daily planner with my electronic scheduler. And the reason why I call them a primary calendar and a secondary calendar, the primary calendar has all my notes, all my focus is in this system, versus a secondary calendar is just there to help provide that notification if needed, as well as I block off that time so others see my availability. So let's dive in and take a look at how you can utilize this system. First and foremost, you have a stylus. This is used for writing. You have a finger. This is used for navigating. That is the biggest tip that I can give you, and if you can keep that in mind, you will get through this very easily. We also have this video right here that is going to show you how to get started with using the reMarkable as a paper planner. So it'll give you some of the tools and tricks. It showcases on a reMarkable too, but it's all the same because the actual operating system that are running this device is the same across both RM2 and the Paper Pro. So first off, I can use my finger and I'm going to go ahead and click on the key button. And the key button, what's going to allow me to do is access this navigation space where you can see I have all these different hyperlinks. And most importantly, as I look at the different pages, we also have the ability to create index spaces. So I want to go on a fishing trip. So I'm going to write fishing trip here. And if I click on the one, it'll take me to a note page that now that I can start to write the details of my fishing trip. And if I go back to the key page and I explore that note page, you can see that I have fishing trip here, and at any time I can use that hyperlink to quickly recall that note. That is just one small benefit of having hyperlinks. The other thing I can do is I can click on January, and that can take me to my month at a view, and I can go to January 1st, and you can see that it takes me right to my daily page. Well, one thing that we did that was really awesome with the planner this year is we added a year at a view. I click on year at a view, and I can access my entire year at a view, and I can go ahead and click on any date, for example, August 5th, and that'll take me to my August 5th daily page. That is absolutely incredible and is a great feature to allow you to jump throughout the system. And with the updates to the hardware, the navigation is even faster with the Paper Pro. So let's talk about some of the tools that are part of the Paper Pro. First and foremost is the writing tool. I can go into the writing tool and I can choose ballpoint, I can choose a fine line, a highlighter, a pencil, calligraphy, marker, and there is tons of different tools. And with the introduction of color in Paper Pro, we have the ability to add color to our writing. So I can go in here and click on my ballpoint pen, and I can choose cyan, and I can go ahead and I can write on the screen, and it will show up in that color. Now I can also choose to go maybe in a blue, or I could even choose to go in a green. And you can see the color that is available. It's kind of like a pastel color, but yet it is enough that you can clearly tell that there is 3 different colors here. Now generally what I'll do is I'll do most of my writing in black or in blue, just so I have a system standard there. Also with these pen tools, I have the ability to change the thickness. So I could go here and choose thin and see what the thin looks like. I can go and choose medium and see the medium. And I can also choose thick. And I can also choose for those to be in any single color. Now, there's a couple different styluses that you can purchase. There's a standard and then there's the plus. I went with that one because what this allows me to do is I can go ahead and use the eraser tool and I can erase like this. But if maybe I want to stay in writing mode, I can flip the pen around and I can write and erase with the same tool by simply flipping it around. Now, one thing that's been a big update to this particular pen that comes with the Paper Pro is rechargeable, and it does connect to the device, and that is where it recharges, versus with the RM2, you didn't have that. It was just a stylus that inked on the device itself. There's a little more technology that goes into this, especially for some of the different things that we're probably going to see in the future when it comes to the integration between the pen as well as the tablet. But what I love about this device, I'm going to go back to my year to view. I'm going to go back to January. And you're going to see that I have highlighting on here. And this highlighting is in different colors. If you know anything about planning in general, a lot of people use highlighting to kind of color block their day. For me, what I do with it is I will choose different colors for different elements of my life. Pink is for personal time. Orange is for meetings that are dedicated. Blue is generally things that are kind of like leisure but are part of my work schedule. Yellow is personal, something I'm doing for myself. It'd be working out, going for a run, maybe reading a book. It allows me to see kind of the balance that I have in front of me, that am I taking the time to balance my personal, professional, and work life, but yet giving me the mental space that I need to accomplish the things that I want to do. And color blocking is really important to that. And with utilizing the highlight tool, you now have the ability to choose the highlighter and choose a color, and you can go ahead and you can highlight your notes. You can highlight your handwritten notes, and you can use that to create color blocking. And when this synchronizes, this also synchronizes across the app as well as the desktop version, and you'll be able to see those colors there. From time to time, what I'll do is I'll have my reMarkable in front of me, but then I might have on my desktop the app open so that I can see in real time what it is that's going on in my day, because maybe I'm taking notes in a different section of the notebook. Last thing I want to show you is the lasso tool. What the lasso tool allows me to do is I can go ahead and I can lasso a section of the notebook, and then I have the ability to cut or copy or simply drag and move. Well, maybe this appointment got shifted up by a half hour or hour. I can simply move it. But what happens if some of these things on my to-do list didn't get done today? I can go ahead and copy them, and I can slide over to the next page, and now that is on my clipboard. I can simply tap the screen and paste those to-dos. That is one thing that is really awesome with paper planning, because a lot of those that were in paper planning before they went digital had to go through each day and hand write all the things that they weren't able to accomplish from one day to the next. Having a rolling list is really important, especially when you take a few minutes each day to reprioritize that list so the things that matter most are on top. But now being able to save time by simply copying and pasting it, you're going to be able to focus more on what it is that you need to do and not so much time in your planning system in general. So if you're still with me at this point, you're interested in digital planning, and you're probably interested in our planner, the Key2Success Planner. It comes in 4 different editions: personal, professional, business, and executive. We also have a complete edition that includes all these different tools for making your own planning system, as well as some journals that are enabled in that. But what I want you to know is when I talk about the different editions, I want you to think about them in the term and objectives that you have in your life. If you're looking for a personal planner, the personal planner is probably best for you. If you're looking for a professional planner to help organize and track your projects and meetings, that is the one that you want to probably convey as your system of choice. But if you are someone that is managing an apartment, trying to grow a business, you're an entrepreneur, or you're trying to move yourself forward in your professional career, then I would suggest the business planner. The business planner has a business organizational operating system that takes you through a multi-year plan to help you understand the challenges that you have in front of you and the goals that you want to inspire to achieve. And you can do that with our business planning system. And this will be something that is available in the actual download, so that you have that one-page business plan that you can reference as you move from quarter to quarter to really strengthen your goals and ideas that you have for yourself. The executive takes all of that and adds in a 30-minute session with me so we can really talk about what your personal objective is. And on top of that, we stack in our CRM toolkit, communication planner, as well as our team builder. And what is the team builder? When you think about your business plan, your organization, you think about what it is that you need to do and what your role is in that. The team builder is about the assets and people that you have around you. What is their career vision? What is it that they hope to achieve? And when you start to build your bench and you start to bring people into the folds of your organization and grow them, you're going to see your organization grow by leaps and bounds. And the executive planner offers that. And through that coaching session, we can talk about that. So that is the Key to Success Planner. You can go ahead and jump into the description and learn more about that. There's a link there. And there's also a coupon code for those that are first-time users that you can use to get started with our planning system. Lastly, let's talk about those that are coming from the RM2 or the RM1 and are looking at the Paper Pro as their new device. Well, I got some great news for you. First off, with this latest release of this product, reMarkable allows you to pair multiple devices to your account. So simply pairing your device to your account is going to allow you to download all your different notes, all the PDFs, all the things that you've been saving over the years is going to come right to this device. And you can also sign up for the Connect plan, which is under $3 a month. That's going to enable a handful of different features to help improve the software and give you the most out of your daily use of this device. But what's even cooler is if you're going to hold on to your previous device, because I'm keeping my reMarkable 2, I can go ahead, use this device, make my annotations and notes, have my plan, and they will sync to the cloud and they'll sync back to my other device, and I can use both devices. The only thing I will tell you is when you go into the system settings and you go into your area of where you have all your notes, you're going to notice that when you make an update here, it's going to show that little sync bar, and when that sync bar completes, that tells you it's uploading, and when you look at the other device and it downloads that synchronization, the updates have been made there. You can have both devices open simultaneously and make notes on one and the other in the same notebook. Now, if you were in different notebooks, you could do that. I don't know why you would do that, but you could do that. But if you're making notes and you want those to synchronize across the devices, stay in the individual notebook, make those notes, give it a moment to synchronize, and then it'll sync over to the other device and you can use that. Where's one of the best use case scenarios for this? Well, for example, I keep my tablet on my coffee table a lot of times, and I might be watching a show or just leisurely thinking for today or reading a book, and something pops in my mind. Well, I could keep that reMarkable 2 there and utilize that and take my Paper Pro with me wherever I go and be able to use both devices like that. It might even work if you and your spouse are sharing a planner and one of you has a reMarkable 2 and the other has a Paper Pro, or you both have Pros. You guys could share the same account and synchronize your planner note that way as well. But the last feature that I want to show you is probably one of the ones that I'm most excited about. When I go into my planner and I pull up the page, one thing that really kind of frustrated me with reMarkable 2 is at night I just couldn't use it. It didn't have the ability for me to take this into a low lit area and make notes. Well, now I can simply swipe down and I have the ability to bring up a backlit display that adjusts so that when I'm in a dark setting, I'm able to utilize this device and take notes in the dark. It's absolutely brilliant. And it's something that many of us were hoping to achieve with previous updates. And it took a hardware update to do that. But with that hardware update, we got a lot of cool new features, a larger screen, and color is now introduced to this device. So if you haven't made a decision to move from the reMarkable 2 to the Paper Pro, I hope this video not only helped you learn something about paper planning on the device, but some of the benefits of using this device so you can get the return from it. I'm Brandon Bonedeffer, founder and creator of the Key2Success Planner, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.